Binge.
Hey everybody, we're finally back with some brand new, much needed Walking Dead content and apocalyptic level updates after a long break. We never thought we still wouldn't have seen the season 10 finale by September, but here we are, folks.
It's over.
Warning, beyond this point, there are spoilers for people who are not up to date in the Walking Dead TV universe as well as the comic books. In this video, we're going to go over everything we've learned about the Walking Dead universe throughout the ongoing shutdowns and give you our binge breakdown of the brand spanking new sneak peek just released through AMC Premiere for the finale. We're also going to be binging and breaking down the recently posted teaser trailer and extended opening minutes of the Walking Dead faux Season 10 finale that were shown at this year's virtual Comic-Con. We have waited quite a while for a substantial amount of footage from the series so we could deliver you a video filled with Walking Dead content, and we have to say it sucks to be made to wait for so long for any Walking Dead material at all when The Mandalorian managed to edit an entire season of a show and still deliver during its original air date window set before the shutdown started, especially because we were supposed to have non-stop Walking Dead universe action pretty much all year long. That being said, we still love The Walking Dead. Finally, we're going to have a moment of violence out of respect for the shutdown of the Spoiling Dead fan site. First, let's talk about the universe overall. The Rick Grimes solo movie script is finally done, allegedly, so at least progress has been made there. There are also now reports of a Daryl Dixon movie which would undoubtedly feature Dog. That and a Negan prequel, which has also been rumored, would be amazing, but let's worry about the stuff that Gimple has actually started first. The new Fear the Walking Dead promo promises some pretty solid TV, and it really looks like Morgan might die, but we think there's going to end up being a dumpster in the staff-wielding warrior's future. There is also yet another crossover character coming over from the original series, Sherry. Could there be any other crossover characters that have been kept under wraps? At this point, we'll take anything we can get. World Beyond, the second spin-off, airs its pilot the same night the Walking Dead finale airs and promises to answer a lot of questions about the helicopter people community. The new show has released some enticing promos and trailers, but now all of a sudden this series is a 2-season event. What the fuck? The latest trailer teases crossovers with both other series, which would be really cool if done right. What do you think? How will all 3 shows eventually intersect? What team up would you want to see? How good can a show be in only 2 seasons? There has also been an exciting recent announcement by Gimple that there will be a Tales of the Walking Dead spin-off that is an anthology of standalone episodes featuring established TWD Universe characters. How exciting is that, people? Can we get a T-Dog prequel immediately?
Got something you want to tell me?
Hey, T-Dog, man, just leave
No.
Think of all the possibilities. If done right, this really could give the universe new life for years. What do you think? What character would you like to see more of? Beta's backstory is begging for some additional screen time. As far as the flagship series, the biggest news ever just hit this week. Season 11 will be the final season, and it will also be a mind-blowing 24 episodes, the longest season yet. There is finally an end in sight on the horizon, people. Kind of. This teaser for Season 11 was released as part of the official announcement of it being the final season by AMC. The teaser took us down memory lane for some nostalgic highlights from the series. The big news was the ever so brief few frames of the outline of a stormtrooper that most people might have missed. The Commonwealth is coming. There is still more production that needs to happen before Season 11 gets filmed or edited, but we'll get into that soon. After the end of the Walking Dead original flavor, the universe will still continue on with a Carol Daryl spinoff that will be showrun by Angela Kang, thank God. Will Daryl and Carol finally be together, or will it be 10 more seasons of the Friend Zone?
Sounds good to me.
What do you think? Will this duo be platonic forever? There were also some big new developments that were announced during this year's virtual Comic-Con, which at least gave us a lot of info, but unfortunately very little precious new content. We did, however, get an extended look at the finale's opening minutes, which we'll go into real soon. Now let's talk about the finale that's no longer a true finale. The air date for Season 10, Episode 16 has finally been set as October 4th, about 6 months after it was supposed to air. However, the episode is no longer a finale because it was also announced that Season 10 will have an additional 6 episodes added to it. We'll get into the details that we do know about those new 6 eps later on, but for now we're going to take a look at all the footage we have from this long-awaited pseudo-finale, starting with the brand new sneak peek. The opening shot shows a group of some of our favorite survivors, along with Oceanside.
Oceanside's down.
Gathered in what appears to be the lobby of this long-defunct hospital. As the camera pans around the room, we see that Carol and Lydia are buddying up, and that Father Gabriel is looking to Luke for a big part of the plan they are all discussing. Gabe wants to lead the horde away from the hospital, but apparently now not away from Oceanside, as Beta's last-minute change of plans obviously threw a monkey wrench in the survivors' strategy. As Luke breaks down more of the plan, it becomes obvious they are pulling a Pied Piper. They will set up a loud sound system and attach it to a wagon that will lead the horde off of a cliff. If they pull this off, it will be a pretty cool visual, but how many walkers will actually die from the fall? Remember the Battle of Hardhome. Just as Luke finishes explaining the plan, Magna points out its fatal flaw.
That wagon is on the other side of the horde.
So, someone's gotta go through it. With skins in there.
And Jerry feels the need to point out the obvious. We still love you, Jerry. Gabe comes up with a game plan about how they will get that job done. Split into smaller groups. That always works out great in horror movies and series, doesn't it? As Lydia strangely tries to give a pep talk and offer her skills to the mission, the Oceansiders immediately shut her down.
Oceanside isn't ready.
That Oceanside girl kind of gets on our nerves. What do you think? Negan seems to agree with us. Although we don't hear from the guy that took down Alpha in this scene, it's clear that he is paying attention, and we believe he will have a big hero moment before this episode is over. Gabriel explains Lydia doesn't need to work with Oceanside, and Daryl seems bummed, before finally delivering the line we've heard teased for months.
Look, we're not all gonna make it through. But this is the only way.
It's a lot better finally seeing this line in context, as that shot ends this much-needed sneak peek. Next up, let's break down the small amount of new footage from the opening minutes, which is at least beta-centric and quite frankly terrifying. The initial shots establish that the former music legend turned psycho killer is still on the move with his horde, which makes it seem like a twisted zombie version of Woodstock. The scene is super trippy, and it appears Beta is in the middle of a major psychotic breakdown. Great timing. He seems to see and hear the zombies all stop and look at him while saying Alpha's old mantra.
We are the end of the world.
Beta's response is possibly meant for his Whisperer lieutenants in the crowd, but it just feels like he's trying to use voice commands on a horde of walkers. Either way, this guy is extremely dangerous and unhinged, and we don't think he's making it out of this fight. But given the size of his horde, he's taking some of our favorite survivors with him. The last shot of the extended opening minutes is also the first shot of the new teaser trailer for the finale. The following shot is also from that same scene, while we hear Daryl say a line we've already heard.
We're not all gonna make it through. But this is the only way.
It had more impact 6 months ago the first time he said it. The next shot, we see Daryl finish his line, and then a title card cuts in that says "One Night Only." Huh? What's "One Night Only"? Will they never air this episode again? We'd also like to point out that AMC Premiere subscribers will actually have access to this episode 3 days early on October 1st. Get those subscriptions ready, people, because God knows when you'll see more new flagship TWD content. The trailer cuts back to Daryl giving Judith some prison window love that once again we've already seen. Next, we see Carol and Lydia together in another repeat shot, and then a knife shot we have already seen of Carol getting ready for some killing. Following that moment, the trailer cuts to Team Eugene, and once again, we've seen all this footage, everyone. The next few shots are more old news back at the hospital until finally we get to a new shot. God bless Jerry. Could this be hinting towards his death? If Jerry dies, we riot. The following shot shows Daryl and Kelly going inside a building together trying to escape the horde, but no new story info here. After Eugene gives his hero line, the next title card cuts in. The final showdown does have a nice ring to it. Next, the trailer cuts back to some action as we see a Whisperer going toe-to-toe with Father Gabriel. We really don't think it looks good for the Preacher Man. The following shot shows that at least one more Whisperer is coming for Gabe, and we have a feeling that Beta is somewhere nearby this scene. In the Comic-Con virtual panel, Scott Gimple said, "I'm not worried as much about RJ and Judith as the person taking care of them," which we think might be Gabriel, since Daryl and Little Ass Kicker part ways here. Will the ever-evolving Holy Man make it to Season 10B? We don't think so. What do you think? The following shot tells us Carol and Lydia are with Luke and his girlfriend getting ready to rain some arrows down on the Whisperers. This also tells us this group survives until the night, but obviously there are no guarantees that they don't die right after this shot. This is The Walking Dead after all. After another title card about the wait which we've excruciatingly lived through, the trailer cuts back to Aaron in the woods in a shot we've seen before, but no sign of the mystery person in a mask that we've all been wondering about. What do you think? Who the fuck is this? The next shot is hard to make out. It seems cropped, which could mean there's a potential spoiler here. All we see is a walker or possible whisperer getting brained by a spiked shield. But who is this guy? We're really unsure. What do you think? Let us know in the comments section below. After the final title card in the wait sequence, we get a shot of Lydia looking terrified. Following that moment, we see Beta taking out one of his favorite Ginsu knives. The way this trailer is cut suggests Beta is about to go after Lydia. What do you think? Could the big guy kill off Alpha's daughter? Could this be the moment that the former Savior's boss comes in and finally gives us that Negan versus Beta showdown we've all needed for months? Seriously, this episode better be amazing, with stormtroopers and all kinds of twists and turns. If they can work in Baby Yoda, we'd be fine with that. The following shot gives us a very scared Magna, and we believe that this is showing us how she escaped the cave, and hopefully we find out Connie is safe and sound. Notice this hand on her shoulder. Is someone threatening her or leaning on her here? Could Connie be dead? The final shot, we see another one we've already seen, Eugene and the gang in the train yard. This shot is exciting because we already know that Angela Kang confirmed the Commonwealth storyline is coming next. Stormtroopers and a whole new society, people. As far as the 6 new episodes, we are skeptical we will see them early 2021. It took forever to finish the finale that they were already working on while they haven't even started shooting these additional 6 episodes, which would basically pretty much be the first half of season 11 anyway. We hope the production goes well and we will keep an eye out for any news relating to new TWD content, but we don't think anyone waiting should be holding their breath. Finally, we wanted to have a moment of silence for the Spoiling Dead fan site, which was the best site for fans of any series ever. We love the amount of information and great community that was built there and hope to see a new forum rise up once Walking Dead actually starts back up again. We know we don't put out videos regularly, but we are truly appreciative of everyone that tunes in every time we can actually put one of our videos out. We hope to get more content to all of you really soon. Thanks so much for watching our videos, everybody. As always, we're on the lookout for any new promos, insider interviews, or spoilers to help prove or disprove all the rumors out there about our favorite show that loves to keep us waiting, The Walking Dead. Please let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Binge Rampage. Click that notifications bell for our channel so you can see our next video as soon as it comes out. And don't forget to subscribe.
Once the walkers are cleared, we evacuate to rendezvous point B. Luke, you ready?
Yeah, technically. Okay, so these are the final pieces.